unproductive assets are sold to pay debts. The 2003 Act 53 of 2003, they promoted Zandile to a provide adequate training, to staff on the Consumer Protection Act. Okay, right, grade 12. So now we're saying that one of the ways in which businesses can comply with the Consumer Protection Act is by disclosing prices of all the products on sale, and also provide adequate training to staff on the Consumer Protection Act. Okay, right, grade 12. So now we have landed on question 2.7. So it reads as follows. Discuss the impact of the Labor Relations Act 1995, 66 of 1995 on businesses. So now, one of the impacts is that it protects the rights of the businesses in labor-related issues. Also costs labor increases because of legal strikes, and we also have reduced global competitiveness due to lower productivity. So now we're saying that labor costs increase because or due to legal strikes. And also, we are saying that protects protects the rights, protect the rights of businesses protect the rights of businesses in labor related issues. And lastly, we are saying that reduced global competitiveness due to lower productivity. Due to lower productivity. Okay, right, grade 12. You are saying that one of the impacts of the labor relations increase labor costs due to legal strikes. So now also protects the rights of businesses in labor-related issues and also reduced global competitiveness due to lower productivity. Okay, right. So now let's move on to question 2.8. Advise businesses on the strategic management processes. So now let's actually check the management, what strategic management processes. First of all, as a business, you must identify the strategy to be used. Identify the strategy to be used. And also make sure that you implement the strategy and evaluate progress. Okay, so now we are saying that for strategic management processes, as a business, you must identify the strategy to be used and also implement the strategy and evaluate the progress. Okay, right, grade 12s. Then in this juncture, we are done with question 2. Let's move on to question what? Let's move on to question 3. So now question 3, we are based on what? We are based or faced with business operations. Okay, right, grade 12s. So now let's check what best we can do in this type of question. Okay, right. So now 3.1 reads as follows. State any 4 sources of internal recruitment. So now one of the sources is word of mouth, internal bulletins, internal emails, as well as circulars. We are saying that we have word of mouth. We also have internal bulletins. We have circulars, and then we also have internal emails. Okay, so now these are the 4 sources of internal recruitment. So now let's jump on to question 3.2. It reads as follows. Outline the role of the interviewer before the interview. So now the role of the interviewer before the interview is to book and prepare the venue for the interview. Also is to inform all the shortlisted candidates about the date and the place of the interview. So now he's saying that one of the roles is to what? To book and prepare the venue, to book and prepare the venue for the interview. Okay, right? And also said that is to inform all shortlisted candidates about the date and the place of interview. Inform all shortlisted candidates about the date, and a place of interview. Okay, so now we have landed now on 3.3. Read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Toby Logistics TL. Toby Logistics drafted an employment contract for Tabo, a newly appointed transport supervisor. Management explained the terms and conditions of the employment contract to him. So Tabo was given an opportunity to read the contract before signing it. So now TL also highlighted the reasons why an employment contract could be terminated. Okay, right. So now let's check out 3.3.1. Quote 2 legal requirements of an employment contract from the scenario above. So now it means that when the question says quote, the expectation is to go straight to the scenario and take the sentence exactly the way it appears in that scenario without adding anything. So in this regard, we are going to have where management explained the terms and conditions of the employment contract to him. And also was given an opportunity to read the contract before signing it. Okay, right. We are saying that Tabo Tabo was given an opportunity to read the contract, before signing it. And also, management explained the terms and conditions of the employment contract to him. Management explained the terms and conditions of the employment contract to him. Okay, so now we are saying that two of legal requirements from the scenario are as follows. That was given an opportunity to read the contract before signing it. And also management explained the terms and conditions of the employment contract to him. Okay, right, grade 12. So now let's move on to the next question. Next question, we have 3.3.2. Advise businesses on the reasons for the termination of an employment contract. So an employment contract can be terminated if employees decided to leave and resign voluntarily. And also if there is incapacity to work due to illness or injuries. We are saying that incapacity to work due to illness or injuries. Okay. The next one, we are saying that employees decided to leave or resign voluntarily. Okay. So now let's check 3.4. So now 3.4 reads as follows. Discuss the implications of the Employment Equity Act of 55 of 1998 on the human resource function. So now equal pay for work of equal value. Equal pay for work of equal value also ensures that affirmative action promotes diversity in the workplace. Equal pay for equal. Okay, right. So now we're saying that here we have equal pay for work of equal value. And also, you're saying that it ensures that affirmative actions promotes diversity in the workplace. Ensures that affirmative actions promote diversity in the workplace. Okay, so now we're saying that under the implication of Employment Equity Act, equal pay for work of equal value also ensures that affirmative actions promote diversity in the workplace. Okay, right. So now let's move on to the next question, which is question 5. So now question 3.5. So now this question 3.5 reads as follows. Outline the benefits of a good quality management system. What are the benefits of a good quality management system? Okay, right. So now one of the benefits is that time and resources are used efficiently, and vision or mission of business goals may also be smoothly achieved. Okay, right? We are saying that time and resources are used efficiently, meaning resources are not wasted. And also we are saying that vision, mission, or business goals may be achieved. May be achieved. Okay, so now we're saying that time and resources are used efficiently. Also, vision, mission, business goals may be achieved. Okay, right. So now, grade 12s, let's go through the scenario given in 3.6. Read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Musa Limited sells storage containers to small businesses. ML continuously updates the bookkeeping records to ensure that the tax payment to the South African Reserve Services, our revenue services, is timelessly and accurate. Okay, right. So now, in this regard, we have to pay much attention to the given set of scenario. So now let's check 3.6.1. Identify the business function that is applicable to Musa Limited in the scenario above. So this is nothing but financial function. Financial function. This is financial function. Okay, right. So now let's check 3.6.2. Explain other quality indicators of the business function identified in 3.6.1, which is our financial function. So now analyze strategies to increase our profitability. Also invest surplus funds to create sources of passive income. We are saying that analyze strategies to increase profitability, as well as investing surplus funds to create sources of passive income. Okay, right? We are saying that analyze strategies, to increase productivity or profitability. And also invest surplus funds to create sources of passive income. Okay, right. So now we're saying that analyze strategies to increase profitability and also invest surplus funds to create sources of passive income. Okay, right. So now let's move on to Let's move on to the next question. So now the next question we have question 3.7. So now 3.7 reads as follows. Discuss the impact of total client or customer satisfaction as a total quality management element on large businesses. Okay, right. The fact that we have 6 marks, it means that you're expected to come up with 3 points. Okay, right. So now grade 12s, we are going to answer 3.7. So now 3.7, we are expected to lead and say that it may lead to increased competitiveness or profitability. Also continuously promote a positive company image, as well as large businesses may be able to gain access to the global market. We are saying that it may lead may lead to increased profitability. And also, you're saying that continuously promote a positive company image and also large businesses may be able to gain the global market. Okay, right, grade 12. So in this regard, we are saying that if we discuss the impact of total client satisfaction as a total quality management element on large businesses. So now it may lead to increased profitability. Also continuously promote a positive company image. Also, large businesses may be able to gain the global market. Okay, right. So now let's move on to 3.8. So now 3.8 reads as follows. Recommend ways in which total quality management can reduce the cost of quality. Schedule activities to eliminate duplication of tasks. Also work closely with our suppliers to improve the quality of raw materials or inputs. We're saying that schedule activities to eliminate duplication of tasks. And now the next one, saying that work closely with suppliers so as to improve the quality of raw material or inputs. Okay, right. So now we are saying that schedule activities to eliminate duplication of tasks and also work closely with suppliers so as to improve the quality of raw materials used. Okay, right, grade 12. So now let's move on to the next question. So now the next question, we have question 4. So now question 4 reads as follows. In particular, 4.1. 4.1, name any 4 provisions of the basic conditions of Employment Act. So now one of the provisions of this basic conditions of Employment Act, we have the likes of hours of work, and we also have overtime, we also have public holidays, we also have child and forced labor, overtime, public holidays. Then we have hours of work. Then we also have a child and forced labor. Okay, right. So now let's move on to 4.2. Outline the rights of consumers in terms of the National Credit Act 34 of 2005. So now because of 6 months, so the expectation is to come up with 3 points. So now under this, fair and responsible marketing, obtain reasons for credit being refused, also receive documents as are required by the Act. We are saying that fair and responsive or responsible marketing. Fair and responsible marketing. And also we are saying that obtain reasons for credit being refused. And also saying that reuse or receive documents as required by the Act. Okay, right, grade 12. You're saying that fair and responsible marketing should actually be done. Also receive documents as required by the Act. And also we are saying that obtain reasons for credit being refused. Okay, right, grade 12. So now let's move on to 4.3. Read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Shoe Boutique. Shoe Boutique implemented a strategy aimed at improving their customer service due to a decrease in sales. So now the management of SB evaluated if their strategy had been effective. So now SB examined the underlying basis of the strategy throughout the implementation of process. So now also they analyzed the impact of the implemented strategy on their internal and external environments. So now 4.3.1 reads as follow. 4.3.1 reads as follow. Code 2 steps in strategy evaluation implemented by SB from the scenario above. So now from the scenario above, the steps that we actually have is that they also analyzed the impact of the implemented strategy on their internal and external environment. Also, SB examined the underlying basis of their strategy throughout the implementation process. Okay, right. So now let's check what we have here. We are saying that one point is this one, SB examined, and also the last sentence, they also analyzed. Okay, right? We are saying that SB examined the underlying basis of the strategy throughout the implementation process. And also the second one, we are saying that they also analyze the impact of the implemented strategy on their external and internal environments. Okay, so now these are the two codes from this scenario, which is this code and this code. Okay, right. Remember, you write the sentences full. You don't write abbreviations. Remember, one of the instructions always specifies that you should always write full sentences. Don't omit anything or don't add anything. Okay, right. So now 4.3.2 reads as follows. Explain other steps in strategy evaluation. Decide on the desired outcome and also set specific dates for control and follow-ups. We are saying that decide on the desired outcome. And also we are saying that set specific dates. Set specific dates for control and follow-ups. Okay, so now we're saying that other steps to be considered. So now businesses must decide on the desired outcome, and also they must set specific dates for control and follow-ups. So now let's check 4.4. Advise businesses on how they could apply the power of suppliers as a force of Porter's 5 forces model to analyze their position in the market environment. Okay, right, grade 12. So now it should assess the power of the suppliers in influencing prices. Also, the more powerful the suppliers, the less control the business has over such suppliers. Okay, right. We are saying that assess the power of the supplies in influencing prices. And also, we must check that the more powerful the supplier, the less control the business has over them. Okay, right. We are saying that assess the power of the suppliers in influencing prices. And also, the more powerful the supplier, the less control the business has over them. Okay, right. So now let's check what 4.5 under business operations. Remember, in question 4, we have miscellaneous. We have business operations and business environments. Okay, right. So now read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. So now, Mpemba Construction. Mpemba Construction compiled a job analysis for the vacant position of a project manager. So MCN indicated that applicants must have a diploma in constructions. So now the successful candidate will compile the progress reports on assigned project. So now if you check here, we have sentence 1, we have sentence 2, we also have sentence 3. Okay, right. So now the job analysis component, if you still remember, we have a job specification and job description. So now job specification, if you still remember, it specifies the requirements for the job, but job description takes into account the roles to be performed in that particular position. So now we have a job specification. Then you write sentence 2, full sentence. And then we have job description. Then we have sentence 3. Then you write full sentence. When you write full sentence, don't just write S1, as what. Okay, right. So now, grade 12, let's move on to the next question. The next question we have question 4.7. So now 4.7 reads as follows. Explain the role of quality cycles as part of continuous improvement to processes and systems. Okay, right, grade 12. So now in this regard, we are going to answer 4.7. Okay, right. So now 4.7, we are saying that we must explain the role of quality cycles as part of continuous improvement to processes and system. So now we are saying that create harmony and high performance in the workplace, also reduce costs or wasteful efforts in the long run, and also increase employees' morale and motivation. We are saying that increase employee morale, increases employee morale or motivation. And also, you're saying that it creates great harmony or good relationship great harmony or good relationship, great harmony and high performance, and high performance and high performance in the workplace. And high performance in the workplace. And lastly, reduce costs or wasteful efforts in the long run. In the long run. Okay, so now we're saying that one of the roles of quality cycles as part of continuous improvement to processes and systems, it increases employee morale and motivation. Also create harmony and high performance in the workplace. Also reduce costs or wasteful efforts in the long run. Okay, right. So now let's move on to question 4.8, grade 12. Advise businesses on the quality indicators of the general management. So now we are saying that one of the quality indicators of the general management function is that develop or implement or monitor effective strategy or strategic plans. Also set direction and establish priorities for their businesses. Okay, right? You're saying that develop or implement or monitor effective strategic plans, and also set direction and establish priorities for their business. Okay, grade 12. You're saying that one of the quality indicators of the general management function is to develop or implement or monitor effective strategic plans and also set direction and establish priorities for their businesses. Okay, right, grade 12s. In this regard, we are done with what we are done with question 4, meaning we have completed our section B. So now we have landed on section C. So now section C, you are expected to answer only one question of the given set of 2 questions. Okay, right. So now let's check question 5. Question 5 is based on business environments or business surroundings. So now the basic aim of the Skill Development Act is to expand on the knowledge and competencies of the labor forces. Sectors were established to facilitate the implementation of the SDA. Businesses are expected to oblige with this act and be fully conversant with its requirements. Okay, writing is on the Skill Development Act, also in which you include the following aspect. Okay, right, grade 12. The structure of the essay under business studies is very simple. So now it means that these bullets are going to form your body part, while you must introduce or come up with an introduction. And this introduction, remember, is 2 marks. So now you also have to come up with only conclusion. And then also in the same manner, conclusion, we have 2 marks. So now all in all, under this, you are going to have 36 marks. Okay, right. So now we are going under introduction. If you know, we have to define or we have to give the functions or the characteristics of what of SDA. So under our introduction, we can actually say that a Skill Development Act develops the skills of people in South Africa in order to improve productivity. And also this Skill Development Act invests in education and training of workers. So that can be our introduction. I'll come again. Under our introduction, we can actually say that Skill Development Act develops the skills of people in South Africa in order to improve productivity, as well as invest in education and training of workers. So that is our introduction, and it's 2 marks. So now let's move on to the role of SETA. What are the roles of SETA? SETA has been designed to make sure that they report to the Director General, and also they are there to establish and promote learnerships. So now let's check the issue of the purpose of the Skills Development Act. So now one of the purpose of this Development Act is to encourage businesses to improve the skills of their workers, also invest in education and training of their workers. So now let's check what the impact of the Skill Development Act on businesses. So now one of the impacts of the Skill Development Act on businesses is that it trains employees to improve productivity at the workplace. So now also promotes self-employment and Black entrepreneurship. I'll come again, we're saying that one of the impacts is that it actually trains employees to improve productivity at the workplace and also promotes self-employment and Black entrepreneurship. Okay, right. So now, grade 12s, let's actually check what? Let's actually check ways in which businesses can comply with Skills Development Act. One of the ways is that employers who collect pay should register with SETAs, meaning employers who collect pay SUN should also register with SETAs. And also 1% of an employer's payroll has to be paid to SETAs. 1% of an employer's payroll has to be paid to SETAs. So now let's come to our conclusion. Remember our conclusion, you should write your own opinion. So now when you write your own opinion, you should actually say that workplace is used as an active learning environment where employees can gain practical job experience. So it means that in our conclusion, you are going to actually say that workplace is used as an active learning environment where employees can actually gain practical job experience. So in this regard, you would have collected 40 marks and this question. Okay, grade 12. So now let's move on to question 6. Question 6, we are faced with business operations. Businesses that follow the correct selection procedures are able to identify suitable and qualified candidates for vacant positions. So they also use different salary determination methods to ensure that their employees are remunerated correctly. So now businesses offering fringe benefits and inducting new employees are more likely to have a productive workforce. So now write in essay on the human resource function in which you include the following aspect. So now remember, grade 12, this is going to comprise of your body of 36 marks, and you must you must come with what introduction, of which the expectation is to collect 2 marks, and also you must come up with a conclusion, and the expectation as well is to go home with those 2 full marks. Okay, right. So now under our introduction, we are going to define human resource. So now human resource function is the department. As an introduction, you say human resource function is the department in a business that deals with hiring and firing of employees. Good. So now let's check the selection procedure as a human resource activity. So now as a human resource activity, the selection is when now some of the shortlisted candidates should be invited for an interview. And also after the interview, if they actually pass the interview, a written offer is made to the selected candidates. Okay, right. So now let's check 2 salary determination method. So 2 salary determination method that we have in this regard, we have piecemeal salary determination method and time-related salary determination method. Under piecemeal, an employee is compensated or remunerated based on the number of units produced, while under time-related, the employee is actually being rewarded or compensated or remunerated based on the hours of hours that are actually spent at the workplace. Okay, right. So now let's check another bullet where you are expected to discuss the impact of fringe benefits on businesses. So now actually these fringe benefits on businesses, we are going to check up their impact. So now one of the impacts is that it increases quality, performance, or productivity. That one is a positive one. It increases quality, performance, or productivity. Also, it allows new employees to settle in quickly and work effectively. It also allows new employees to settle in quickly and work effectively. Okay, right. So now let's check the last bullet, where we are expected to advise businesses on the benefits of induction. So now one of the benefits of the induction is that it increases quality, performance, or productivity. Okay, right, grade 12. Let's actually go back to the impact of our fringe benefits. So now this impact of the fringe benefits, we are going to check both positive and negative. So now we are saying that businesses save money as benefits are tax deductible. So now we are saying that businesses are going to save money as our benefits are tax deductible. Also, we are saying that businesses improve productivity or resulting in higher profitability. Businesses increase productivity, resulting in higher profitability. So now let's check the benefits of what? The benefits of induction. We are saying that the benefits of induction is that it increases quality, performance, or productivity. It also allows employees to settle in quickly and work effectively. Okay, right, grade 12. So now in this regard, we would have collected the marks under our body. So now let's check the conclusion part. So under conclusion, remember, you write your own opinion. So now you can actually say that human resource manager should prepare the job description in order to identify recruitment needs. Okay, grade 12. At this juncture, I would love to say thank you very much for attending this lesson, and surely you have gained something out of this. So now let's meet in the next lesson when we discuss paper 2 of this business studies for this final examination. Okay, I would love to say thank you very much for your attention, for your time, because I know some of you are actually having a lot of errands to run, but you actually sacrificed them to attend to this